Many people believe that if they can't hit the ball 300 yards and reach par 5s and 2s that they'll never be a scratch golfer. Well, I'm going to take you through a round which shows that the most important shots are 100 yards and in. Make sure to subscribe to follow along, and we're off to the first tee. We're playing the President's Reserve course at Hermitage Golf Course in Nashville, Tennessee. Tipping out at 7,100 yards, the first hole is a 369-yard par 4. On the first tee, I tend to speed up my swing, so my main swing thought is to keep a smooth tempo. We did just that and accomplished the goal of keeping the ball in play off the first.
Found the left side of the rough. We got some rough here. It's wispy and not too thick. We can get through it about 70 yards. Oh, stop. That was just not it. Not our best stuff there. But all we can do is try to battle back.
Whenever I have a tough shot like this, especially at the beginning of my round, I just try to give myself a look at par. I hit a decent shot, but it rolls out a little bit too much. I have a decent look for par. It starts off on a good line, but has a little bit too much juice. I'll tap in for bogey on the first. Looking to steady things out, we have a 628-yard par 5 for the second hole. The water will come into play on the layup shot. I take a good swing with driver and flare this one a bit out to the right, but luckily there's plenty of room over there. A cool thing about Hermitage is that there were sheep on the land before the golf course was built, and they decided to keep them there, so they actually take care of them and they roam the golf course. You'll see them out there.
We're okay, just in the right rough. Have to lay up with a 7-iron.
When hitting a layup shot, it's super important to remember that it's just a layup shot. Don't do anything crazy and get the ball back in play. Only about 100 yards left, and scratch golfers can hit bad ones too.
I don't know what's going on. Chunked that last one, but let's get up and down now.
Again, just like hole 1, just trying to give myself a decent look at par. Luckily, this one's a little bit better than that, and I hit it up there to about 6 feet.
All right, we're happy with that. There it is. That's a good par.
Hole 3 is a par 3, 188 yards with not that much room out to the right. I believe I take a 7-iron here. And again, I'm trying to miss this in the correct spot, but I push this right, and it's exactly where you don't want to be on this hole.
Hit the green, but trickled all the way down. So I don't mind this rough. It's pretty fluffy.
Usually fluffy dry rough means the ball is not going to spin as much, and this thing rolls out way more than I like.
Didn't move. Not 1 inch.
We'll clean up for the bogey and move on to the next.
Unfortunate. Hole 4, little par 4 here. Kind of got to be selected off the tee if you're a long hitter. I want to hit about 250. It'll cover the left bunker, so I got 2-iron here. Wasn't the best contact, but it was straight.
I'm looking to get away with that tee shot. I have 9-iron left into this par 4. I hit a decent shot here.
Right,
it's just going to bleed a little bit left for me and end up on the green. For my first lag putt of the day, I'm just looking to get the speed right. It's not my best read. I miss it a little bit to the right, but it's overall decent speed, and I'll tap in for my par. Quick little announcement, grind hats are now available on my website. Make sure to go check them out. Super limited quantity, and for this run, every single person who orders a hat gets a sleeve of Encore golf balls with my logo on them. So special for this, check them out in the link in the description. Helps me out, support the brand, and always on the grind. Hole 5 is a par 4, dogleg left, 442 yards. I take a 5-wood here because the fairway runs out on the right. I take a pretty aggressive line, taking this over the left trees, but it works out very nicely. I have 56 degree into this par 4, looking it right down the center. Direct aim at this thing. I think it's on a very good line, but it's just going to be a little bit too much. I have a decent look at birdie down the hill. Start this one on a really nice line. Conscious of my speed because it's quick, but ends up just short.
Par's good. Hole 6 is a fun one. Pretty straight away, but bunkers right and left. You want to hit it no longer than about 275, and then the fairway runs out. So I got 2-iron. Put a good swing on this one. It was hit bad once again, but it should work out.
Another chunk fairway off the tee, 136 yards left, into the wind, uphill. I have a pitching wedge here and strike this one really nice. It's heading right at the stick.
That was probably one of the best golf shots I've hit on this trip. I know it didn't go in or anything, but it felt like I swung the golf club. So I'm happy about that. There we go.
Great birdie on the last, but we have to regroup. A 230-yard par 3, playing 250 today into the wind. I have a 2-iron, make decent contact, but spray it a bit right.
Let's get in the bunker.
First bunker shot of the day, trying to make a confident swing. I picked this one absolutely perfect, hit it really nice.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Man, it's been a while since we've had a sandy, but hey, we'll take it.
Hole 8's a par 5, 562 yards, kind of a double dog leg here. I take a driver, try to aim it up the right side to avoid the water, and I make pretty nice contact, but it flares just a little bit too far right.
Hit the ground.
I have a little tree trouble, so can't go for the green in 2, and I'm just trying to lay it up here back in the fairway.
Yep, should be good.
About 100 yards left, a perfect full swing 60 degree. I hit it very nicely, heading right at the stick. It's just going to have a little bit too much spin on this and end up the front edge of the green. Overall though, a decent look at birdie up the hill, and I'm just going to burn the edge.
Oh. Okay, par never hurt no one. Hole 9's a little bit quirky. Kind of hit it straight and then back up to the left. There's a creek way down there, almost a little bit of a split fairway. So I'm going to hit 5 wood. Oh no, it's fine. It's just like nowhere. It went so high.
Again, my flare miss out to the right. I'm gonna have over 200 yards left here. I have a 6 iron and I flare to the right again.
Again, just same swing as the tee shot.
When you have a shot like this to get it on the green, I can't stress how important it is to give yourself a look at par. I don't hit my best shot here, but still have about 15 feet left for par. Breaking left to right down the hill, and this is just a complete misread.
Oh. Hit something and shot right.
I'll tap him for my bogey, and that's the front 9. A 38 for my score, 5 out of 7 fairways, which is pretty solid, 4 out of 9 greens, and a pretty solid 15 putts. Definitely better what I'm used to. Let's go on to the back. We start the back 9 with a 392-yard par 4. Bunkers down the left, so I take a 5 wood, try to make a good swing on it. It goes pretty high, but it ends up in the right side of the fairway.
Should be good. Went really high.
106 yards left with a back pin. I'm still going to full swing a 60 because I don't want to go long, but I'm going to land this one about 10 feet from the hole, and it's going to rip back to the front edge of the green. With these long putts, don't try to do anything fancy. Your main thing should be speed. Try to dial in the speed and get yourself within a 6-foot circle.
Okay, little 2-putt par.
Hole 11 is interesting. Down the hill, 448-yard par 4, but it takes driver out of your hand because the fairway ends. I take a 2 iron and make a good swing and good contact, but I pull it just a bit left. I have about 200 yards left, hit a 7 iron because we're sitting up in the rough, make super good contact. It looks like it's on a great line, but it's actually going to end up over the green. This is not an easy shot. I'm semi-short-sided with the green running away from me, trying to be conscious not to blow this one by, but I leave it way short. A good 30 feet left for my par, and I'm coming down the hill once again, being conscious of the speed, but I leave it short again. Not really sure how that's possible, but luckily I'm able to clean up the bogey and leave the big numbers off the card. Hole 12 is a 195-yard par 3. I'm taking a 7 iron again because it went long on the last hole, and I make really nice contact here. Miss it just a bit right, but it goes long again. Not really sure how I'm hitting it this far with the 7 iron, but I guess it's a good thing.
And it's long. I don't understand. I'm feeling first chip into the trip right here. All right. Didn't go in with a sit down.
I've been putting well all day, so I trust my line and hit this hard.
Wow, look at that, making putts. Hole 13 is a long one, 480 from back here, long par 4. Par's good on this one, just gotta get it in play now to start.
This is the hardest hole in the card, so I'm not trying to have that rattle me, and actually I hit my best drive of the day. My power fade ends up in the right side of the fairway. I'm trying to take advantage, only have 9 iron left into this par 4.
Really bad swing, maybe catch a piece. No.
This right here is why I say the game is played inside of 100 yards. You really have to get up and down and make putts.
There we go. That's what we like to see. All right, another good up and down. Hole 14, little par 5, dog leg right. We're gonna try to take it just down the right side of the fairway.
Again, a really long par 5, 606 yards, and I hooked this thing left. Thank goodness there's a lot of room over there, and I'm able to find this ball because I didn't want to lose it. About 300 yards left, and I'm just taking a 5 wood, getting as far up as I can.
I tried to give that some extra treatment. It's probably short left.
Instead of having to get up and down for par, let's try to do it for birdie, and I hit this one heavy, and I'm lucky that it trickles onto the front.
Oh, I hit it a little heavy. Oh.
That definitely raced by more than I'd like, but I trust my putting and make the par.
Well,
Hole 15 is a 197-yard par 3. I'm taking a 7-iron, and for long par 3s, your main goal should just be aiming at the center of the green. Don't look at the flag, aim for the center, and I promise it'll work out better for you.
Okay, on the green.
Even though we're a little short, we're on the putting surface, that's all that matters, and I misread this one, not really like me, and hit it way past. I'm leaving myself with these tricky 4-footers down the hill, but I'm able to cash it in. 16 is a 380-yard par 4. Just got to carry the bunker on the right, so I take a driver and hit this one really nicely. It's going to end up in the left side of the fairway, give me a really decent look into this green.
106 left, a little 60 degree. It's only 85 to the front. Get a little left. Yeah, it wasn't hit great.
Not my best from 100 yards, so I have this long look at birdie.
Of course. That was carrying some speed too.
Every good course has a drivable par 4, 315 yards, trouble right. I'm taking dead aim. Why not? I'm playing well. I usually find that if I'm playing well, I'm going to be more aggressive and it's going to work out more in my favor. I bleed this one a little bit right, but I'm lucky it stays in play. Another 30-yard chip up the hill, and I'm going to leave this way short. Definitely a shot I need to practice because I'm either way short or bladed off the green. About 25 feet left for my bird and way better speed.
Whoa, that really hooked at the end there. All right, good par.
The 18th is a cool finishing hole, a 500-yard par 5 with water left, and where this tee box is, you got to decide how much you want to cut off. I try to take an aggressive line, hit it a little bit too far right, and it's just going to end through the fairway.
Hit it through the fairway, but we got 8-iron in, 180, clear shot. Left center, going left. Oh yeah.
We're on in 2, and unless you have about 10 feet for eagle, I'm not really trying to make it. Just trying to get it up there and 2-putt for birdie.
But that is a good putt.
We'll tap in for birdie, and that's going to be my best round on this trip so far. A 1 over 73, 7 out of 14 fairways, 10 out of 18 greens, 30 putts, and it just shows you don't have to hit every fairway and green. As long as your short game's tight, you can make it work.
So Hermitage Golf Course President's Reserve gets a 92 out of 100, which puts it here among the courses in the $50 to $100 range, and here among all the courses we've done thus far on this 5,000-mile golf road trip down the East Coast up to the Midwest. We are headed north to Michigan after this, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're new to follow the journey, and I'll see you guys in the next one.